Hey everybody, you got me. I am DJ Strick. I am so thankful to be a part of the Streamers Hub tonight with you. It's Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And why not come hang out with DJ Strick, right? So, for all of my streamers and everyone that's creating content, this show is for you. Now, we do have a theme for today's show. So as you're coming in, please let me know that you are here. It looks like Adam has showed up. So good to see you, Adam. And I think I'm pronouncing that the right way. And I'm having problems seeing my screen today. So if I just made up a name, forgive me, because I will do that from time to time. Just make up names. I don't know why I do that. But hey, we're here together. And I definitely appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with me in the Streamers Hub today. Now, see if I can bring up the screen. There we go. And I did just make up a name. That is so funny. So if you are in the comments, definitely keep on coming through here as we get going for Atlanta. There we go. Atlanta. There we are. I just really just made up a name. And there's Erica. Erica's here. And yeah, for everybody here in the States, you guys know that we're celebrating Martin Luther King's birthday today. So it's Martin Luther King Jr.'s Day. And we do it this time every year for the work he's done for our community and for the whole entire United States. That being said, while everybody is at home, why not hang out with me, right? And if you are watching us in a replay, thank you so very much for watching this tonight. So, what I'm talking about is really simple. We have more and more features being added to OneStream Live Studio. All right. With the studio, we started from just being able to use OneStream Live, the studio, as an all in one platform. And ever since, it's been something added. And we have a new addition to the features that I want to talk about tonight. That being said, hey, why not just dive right into it? So, what I'm going to do is I want to share my screen. But before I really get into that, I have to talk about some of the things that we have going on here. For everyone that wants to be a part of what we're doing, you can join our Streamers Partnership Program. You want to be on OneStream Live's platform, whether that's on the YouTube channel or inside of the community, you hang out like somebody like me. And all you have to do is send your profile to content at onestream.live. Okay. Email your profile to content at onestream.live. And they're looking for people to be a part of the partnership program, and you can hang out with us. Now, that being said, I now want to share my screen. And the feature that we have today, when we first released OneStream Live, I had several people come on to the show as guests. And one of them was a gentleman that has an idea. No, he actually had television, television stations, right? So he had different programs, and he was thinking at that time, you know, if I had different profiles inside a studio, I can have different looks, different feels for each show. And that could really help me instead of just having one static profile. Well, now, if you have the pro version, or if you're part of the AppSumo group, you have up to 9 different profiles that you could use. That means for the Streamers Hub, my show Strict City, and then 7 other shows that I could basically put into the One Stream Studio and have all of my elements, all of my intervals, all of my branding, all of my tags already set. So I wouldn't have to change that, or I wouldn't have to then look through tags and logos and intervals that I'm not using for that show. Erica, how do you like that? Like that makes it extremely simple when you can just go and, hey, it's Talk Virtual today. I'm going to use Talk Virtual profile, or it's you know OneStream Live today. I'm going to use OneStream Live's profile. So Matt is here hanging out with us. Good to see you, Matt. Good evening to you as well. And why not just jump right on in? And of course, yes, different profiles for all of my shows is very would be very helpful. So now we're gonna do it. So let me share my screen, and I want to tell you this as a precursor to this. It's really simple. This is gonna be so quick. You're gonna be like, "Strick, do it again," but it's gonna be so quick. So here we go. I am going to share my screen, and we're gonna look at the top right hand corner. So the first thing I want to do is go to my branding button at the top right hand corner. First of all, let me get to the right place on the screen. You know, I like being on the right side of the screen. Okay, then I'm going to go to this branding button here on the right side. And once I do that, at the top of this whole page here, I have something that says default. It says brand profile. Now, right now, I haven't touched it. So we're going to do the first step. I'm going to hit the arrow down button here, and I have default and test. So I did add the test here, but I want to go to these three buttons on the side, and it gives me rename profile, res- reset to default, or to delete. What I want to do, I have default. I want to rename this profile here. So now, of course, what the name should be? It shouldn't be profile. It should be Streamers Hub. All right, that's my Streamers Hub show profile, and I'm gonna hit rename. All right, there we go. I'm sorry I did that. Then I started looking at what was going on in the comments, but let me keep going. So now I have at the top right for this whole banner here, the Streamers Hub, and that's the profile name. That's the first thing you want to do is set up your profile. That's one show. Now, if I want to add a second show, hit the drop down and it says new profile. So all I have to do is just click this new profile, then make a name. And I'm going to make this name Strict City, name of another show that I have for my own personal use. And I want to be sure I do this right. There we go. And hit create. All right. So now I'm on a strict city profile, and you see things changed because I haven't set this profile up or anything. So now I can go through and do my intervals, change the background, and I still have the use of the other backgrounds that are here like this. I still have the use of that, but it's all under a completely different name. So now I want to go back to, just so you can see it, I want to go back to the Streamers Hub. I didn't know this. I did my test, Erica, Matt. Guys, listen, I did the test. And you're actually, as you can tell, able to go between the profiles while your show is live. Like, isn't that cool? So if you have multiple shows and you have an interval that's in one show that you made a mistake and put somewhere else, now I can go grab things from other profiles and actually use them in my show. So it still has the gate open for you. Okay. It still has the gate open for you so you can go backwards and forwards. So I'm on Streamers Hub now. So now I'm on Strict City, and there we go. Yes, Matt, it is like fire, brother. I'm telling you. I think that it's kind of helps you to be a little foolproof if you make a mistake and maybe you loaded up something that you needed for a show in a different profile, you can go get it. All right. So if I'm here now I want to go back to the Streamers Hub. And one thing that it could happen, maybe you built a show and you no longer need it. Like I no longer need to test. So I want to go to test and then I want to delete it. All right. Are you sure you want to delete this profile? Yes, delete. All right. So the test profile is gone. It went back to the top profile, which is the Streamers Hub. All right. There we go. I think this is really cool. I think this is really cool. Now, you could say, well, Strick, how many? I think the way this breaks down, and I want to be sure that I have this right, but the way this breaks down is if you are um, again, if you have the pro level, it's up to 9 different profiles. Like that's really cool. Up to 9 different profiles that you can have with the pro level. And I think it makes it simple for us. All right. It makes it really simple. Now I'm gonna go back into these the chat here and to see if I have any questions. Of course, I already saw what Matt had to say, and let's check out what is going on here. Erica says, "I wish um, while sharing the screen that the default settings would be to put you on the right of the share. I know it, right? I should need that. I would love to be able to set a default layout. Okay, that makes sense, right? So, one of the things, Erica, reason why I do that because it is a little bit engaging to the audience to then know that I have a preference. Because I could be here on the screen, no big deal. But while I'm doing this, it buys me a little time and it shows that I have a preference. And I guarantee you, the people that watch this, they will begin to have their own preference about where they like to be when they're sharing their screen. That's one of the reasons why I do that. So, when we talk about default settings, let me go here. I want to stop sharing my screen for a second and I want to talk to you about use cases for this. I started talking about it earlier. So if you have different shows that you're doing, that's understandable. Okay. That's understandable if you have different shows. But what if you are someone that you have multiple different sets? So it's one show. So if you can tell here, it's one show, but maybe you didn't want to have so many intervals you wanted to go in between the two because maybe you had 5 different things or 10 and you wanted one profile to have 5 and the other profile to have 5 and you can go in between the profiles make the changes and only see 5 things and not 10. That's just another use case for it. Uh, if you have again, I go back to the different shows. It just makes sense. But there's several ways you can use this, even if you are doing shows for other people. Now, I know I'm going to hit on Erica's button because she is a remote producer. Guys, if you're using OneStream Live now as a way to monetize content creation and monetize your skills, monetize the use of this great system, having these defaults or having these profiles will help you because now all you have to do is say, hey, for one client, I got this profile and all of the intervals and all the logo. For another client, I have all of this. Guys, the sky is the limit when using this. Okay. The sky is the limit for using this. So let me go back here to share the screen. And I want to also jump into the chat really, really quick because they're talking to me and I want to be sure I get this. Um, have you had issues with your background videos not loading initially when the profile loads? Not a problem at all. As you can tell, I'm going back and forth, and I think it may have started, but just one glitch or a second to go, but not a issue when it started. I usually have my banner on if I'm not at the bottom of the banner covers my face. I get it. I get it. You want to watch out for that all the time, Erica. So let's take a look at this what the question Matt is asking us. One Screen Live makes streaming, producing so easy and convenient. This is a comment from Erica on our YouTube channel. And yes, One Stream Live's all in one platform now makes it so easy for us to be able to use this to be remote producers. Guys, Erica and I did this months ago where we went to LinkedIn and actually looked up the salaries of remote producers. It's a lot of money. I think we saw about $70,000 for someone that could actually do remote production. Now you have the power and the tools of Hollywood in your hands with OneStream Live. The studio gives you that power to be able to do some remote. And all it's doing now, as we are building the features, what OneStream Studio is allowing us to do as our developers continue to add features, it makes it easy for us to be more professional. So all someone would see when you're going into your profile is what you want to see in that particular profile. So you don't make a mistake and press a button going somewhere that you don't want to be, and you can make a mistake when you can easily have cleared that out. Now, let's look at this. Matt asked a question about, let me see, is he asking about loading or have you had any with your background videos not loading initially when the profile loads? I haven't seen that. And Erica's like, more money, more money, more money. So as I'm looking here, as you can tell, I'm hitting show and it shows right up. I hide it and it goes away. Same here. It's kind of automatic, Matt, from where I am. And I don't have a background that I haven't used yet. Um, or I haven't loaded a background. I don't have a unloaded background to be able to kind of show you like from my disk, because that may be an issue as well. But it looks like it's switching very well here. It looks like the switching is very well. Um, let's go to Strict City. Background is loading right on time. As you can tell, I'm showing and hiding those backgrounds just to be sure how quickly they load up from the different profiles. And it is going really, really fast. But very, very good observation and good question. Okay, I still have my Streamers Hub on one side, and you can't tell here, but I also have my OneStream Live logo is still here. And then there's a ticker on the bottom as well. Let me change here, and you can see that a little better with the yellow. Sometimes my big video does not autoplay with my profile. It starts on the big color, and then I have to select the video for it to load. Hmm. That's the initial. So once I go, like I'm going back and forth here, Matt, and it's already on the profile that has the background on it. So it's automatically loading. It's automatically loading here. So Atlanta Deliverance, man, I really appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. It's got a question. So I set streams up for a few churches. Each have YouTube, Facebook pages, and groups. I have a sign out and in to change churches. You're saying one sign in and all profiles are switched without the logo logging in and out? So basically, with the studio, so let me explain how studio works. When I go into the studio, that is a link that is then built for this one. The session starts. Okay, so you see up here it says end session. So with the way OneStream has built the studio, it is a session that is built inside of your studio. Now we have profiles, okay, that we can add intervals to. So if you have Atlanta, if you have multiple churches, you can build multiple profiles here, okay? And if you're saying, hey, so if I get into one session, does that mean that I could run shows for these different churches? Well, um, it, you can change profiles while you're alive. Which guys, okay, let me say this: if someone was running a television station and with the studio they got 8 hours, or with the one stream live, let me say it this way, I want to get it out straight. With OneStream Live, you have up to 8 hours of live streaming with a professional level. Okay. Then you got to start a session over again to go another 8 hours. Y'all know how that works. And with studio, you only get one studio with your setup. It's not like OneStream Live where you can kind of do looping and overlay different things. With this, if you're in the studio running it live like this, you have to end the session and start a new session. Okay. That being said, if you are doing multiple churches, you will probably, in this case, I'm streaming to one destination. So if you had a television station, you can run 8 hours out of here and go through the different profiles and basically have 8 different churches loaded up with their stuff. Okay. Which means that even in the studio, And I'm hoping to answer the question right. Okay, I'm gonna get back to it. Now, with the studio, remember, you also have a way to share larger video files from a external from your computer. Let me not say external, but from your computer, and you can have different drives connected to your computer. But then you can play a large file from your computer. So yes, for everybody that's thinking about television stuff, thinking about how can I run a television station, at least if someone can sit there and remotely do it, you got an 8-hour session with the professional version of OneStream. Okay. You got an 8-hour session here. All right. No, I set a pre-recorded service on Sunday nights for Sunday services. So pre-recorded videos, you want to use, of course, OneStream Live for that. You want to use OneStream Live for pre-recorded video. Okay. So with the studio, you do have to be here manually. Now, with if you have multiple churches, you can set up multiple different depending on what subscription you have tons of gigabytes to be able to store multiple services in one. So if you are pre-recorded videos and you're loading them up, say you got 8 churches, you can run 8 different live streams pre-recorded with OneStream Live. That is definitely doable. Okay. That is definitely doable. And I get it. I get it. So, um, but I'm scratching my head here because now seeing this, I'm understanding that, if you have, I'm saying 8 hours that you can stream, but even if you want to do 1 or 2 hours with different shows, if you say, hey, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. Let's just not go television or cable. This is stay a YouTube channel that I have several creators on. And basically, you're able to run, up to 8 hours worth of content. And then if it's being ran that way, uh, all this stuff is being saved. Then you can actually loop that to where it runs again for another 8 hours or loop it a couple of times with OneStream Live. It's just no different than television stations that replay their news. So they have a 9 o'clock news and it replays a little later on, whether it's at night or anything like that. You can see it again. Like there are ways for you to really benefit from these different profiles and how to use OneStream Live Studio, where it gives you the ability to now use pre-recorded video while you are live. I just think the sky is the limit with this, guys. There's tons of stuff that you could do. Yeah, so Atlanta, the studio is different from OneStream Live. So OneStream started off with a live studio. And let me get on screen. So OneStream Live started off with just OneStream Live with pre-recorded video. Then they advanced to doing live video up to 40 different social media platforms and several other what you want to call it features then came. So tons of features came out since then. Now they have Studio, the OneStream Studio, which is different from OneStream Live. It's kind of like if you go into OneStream Live, you hit new stream, the first thing you're going to see is Studio. And with the Studio, you can do what I'm doing now, which is actually stream live with no other software needed, just OneStream Live. So in the past, you would have to connect with other programs like Ecamm and all of that to give you the ability to do slides to be able to have banners and tickers and all of that. But now with the studio, you're able to produce these things all inside of OneStream Live. Okay. So this is why we position ourselves at the end of last year as an all-in-one service. So now they can truly say this is a all-in-one software that you have, because you don't have to partner with any other software to be able to present whatever your content is. All you need now is OneStream Live. Now, for all of us that got OneStream Live through the AppSumo deal, guess what? Pre-recorded video as it was live, I think OneStream is still the best at that. I don't know of any other groups that would do it the way that OneStream does, with you the ability to be able to use Google Drives, Dropboxes, or external drives, or cloud-based integration to be able to present the video. I like that. And it was worth it just for that. So now, as they've added these features, more and more features have come on. It's just made it one of the top softwares when it comes to live streaming, pre-recorded streaming, as though it's live in all cases. So now, again, we could truly say it is all in one. That is the difference. And I pray that I answered that question. Yes. So Matt is helping me out, and it looks like Atlanta Deliverance is getting it. It is something that's different, and yes, Matt, it is a game changer for all of us. I mean, we made the initial investment, and they continue to add features. All right, and let me see here. He said he missed that. No worries, no worries. That's why I'm here. So not only did OneStream Live decide, hey, we need to help educate our community on what our system does, because so many people got stuck. I was one of them, got stuck just using pre-recorded video because that's the way I started. So as they began to do other features, people were just stuck using the pre-recorded video. Now I did use it for some live use cases, but because I just got stuck using it for the one thing. You know, you have that. I mean, come on, you got that one tool, and that's what it does, and you don't use that tool for anything else, but it possibly can be used for other things. That's where OneStream Live was. So as they continue to add features, and then when the studio came out, it just kind of opened all the doors for them to compete with all the other cloud-based, browser-based. I want to say it the right way: browser-based streaming platforms. So now you can do everything any other browser-based platform was doing with OneStream Live based off your subscription. And I'm like, even now, the profile, you would think, hell, I use it for a couple of different shows. I have two profiles. But if someone was creative, if someone was very thoughtful on how they could use this to monetize business from a remote producer, if you're working with several different churches, guess what? You have at least 9 different profiles that you can make inside of the studio. Now, I would have to go back to talk about other ways that this can happen in OneStream Live. So in OneStream Live, it is you have one profile, but you have the availability of, I think, 9 different team members. And this is something Eric and I have talked about before. If you have different team members, it's like having different profiles. So all of your features, everything that you have in OneStream Live, guess what? It's duplicated by the amount of team members you can have, because they have access to everything you have access to, or what you allow them to have access to as far as features. I'm going to let that sit in. Let me say it again. If you use OneStream Live and you scroll down to team members and add team members there, that gives you additional profiles that have the same access to all of the features in OneStream Live. Now, maybe I need to do a whole show on that, how it works and how you can actually use OneStream Live from a business standpoint and monetize it, and have not just stream to different profiles, but have different profiles set up through your team members. Guys, I'm telling you, It is definitely the way to go. Yes. Yes, you saw team members. There you go. All right. And let me see. I got a couple of different questions. So AppSumo is over for everybody that asked about that. So Atlanta, I'm sorry. The AppSumo deal for OneStream is over, and I had a question before I even got started about whether OneStream Live will ever do AppSumo again. I am not sure. I know we just had a 40% lifetime deal that was going on. I'm not sure if it's still going on or not, but that was a really great deal they have going on for someone that needs to get it and have access to it. Okay. So maybe I think Erica may have done a show on team members. And for everybody in the community, I'm looking at the comments that are coming through on YouTube. And maybe Eric and I could set something up where we go through team members, how that features works with OneStream Live, and can show you how you can actually monetize that. And it may be a video that's already done. I know we've talked about it. Maybe I was on her show and we talked about it, but maybe we need to circle back around and do that video again. Um, we have like several weeks of shows kind of already planned out, but maybe I'll do something really quick and show you how team members work because it is a way for you to make some real money with what you purchase and this software at OneStream Live and OneStream Studio. Guys, I think that I have talked a lot tonight. If there aren't any other questions about profiles, I need to wrap this up. You could change a few of those team members. Okay, Erica's helping us out. See if there's any other question. So Matt, thank you. Erica and I worked that out. Well, I'm in. I just volunteered Erica to work that out with me, but I know she knows a lot about it, and I think that for everyone that's watching tonight or watching this video, there's a real way to monetize um, this asset from a as far as software goes, if you're someone, unlike me, I love being in front of the camera. If you're someone that really likes being behind the camera, you want to do webinars, you want to do remote stuff, you really want to do a television station on your YouTube. Like you want to be able to have content up 24/7. This software, OneStream Live, is the one to use. Now, I know I need to go through some more details on how to do that, how to actually do it. And guess what? It looks like I'm gonna have to do a show on it, and I'm inviting Erica to be a part of it because I want you guys to be successful in what you do. This software helps. This software has made it easy, and there are certain tools here that if you can implement them, all you have to do is on the other side be a good salesperson and say, "Hey, I have this service. I am a remote producer. What shows do you do?" And make yourself available. My wife is a musical artist, and I'll say this: being in front and her performing, it is great. But in everything from a music standpoint, there are two positions you want to have that gives you the most money and the most longevity, and both of them behind the scenes. It's the producer and the writers. All right. And I'm saying that to say that sometimes we can be so enamored by being in front of the screen, all right, being talent that we miss where the longevity is, which is behind the screens. You don't have to, behind the scene, people don't age. Who cares how old they are? Can you do the work? Whether you're young, or whether you're old, if you know how to do the work, your age doesn't matter. Your look doesn't matter. You don't have to do hair or makeup. You're behind the scenes, and it gives you some longevity. And it is a way in the world that we're living in when it comes to streaming. Streaming is not going away. It is absolutely not going away. So if you know how to help people stream, I'm thinking businesses that say, "Hey, I want to be able to stream baking. I want to do a show baking, but I don't want to run cameras and bake at the same time." Guess no problems. We'll come in, show you how to set the cameras up. You give me access and you bake, I will produce. And now you have a business that basically is remote, and you could be sending the information from companies all over the world from your studio. I was going to say office, but some people don't use the office. I'm in my basement. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my basement right now, but I'm streaming to the world. Okay. That being said, I hope I motivated you. That's a lot of talking today. Let me put this up so everybody can see the partner program as I go through. Let me get myself over here to the right. As I go through these comments, thank you as always, Strick. I keep trying to join the Streamers Partnership Program, but they are taking a while. Keep going, Matt. Keep trying. Keep trying. They'll get back with you. Would love for you to get to take on team members. Thank you, Erica. I volunteered you, Erica, but now you're stepping up to the plate. The pressure is on. So, Streamers Partners Program interested here. So hopefully we'll make that work. I'll put in a good word for you as well, Matt. Here, I'm saying that. So I would let them know that you're always in the stream, that you'll be a good candidate to be another partner. I'm here to help how I can. Yes, you are always here to help, Erica. I do appreciate your help. Guys, this has been a great show tonight, and I really do appreciate. It's been a great show, and thank you so very much for hanging out with me tonight in the comments, guys. Being changing the profiles is a very easy thing to do. The use case, how you use it, is where you need to be creative. Okay, I'm gonna get all of my words out tonight. Be creative with how you use the studio. Find ways to monetize this so not only are you creating what you like to create, but you can also get paid for doing it. Guys, it's been a great time tonight. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me here at the Streamers Hub. It is every Monday night. It's like, so Monday nights are my nights to hang out with you guys, and I absolutely love it. And I want you guys to continue this, hang out with me. Why not? Why not hang out with DJ Strick on Monday night? So next Monday night, we got some more information coming your way that's going to help you. And I'll find time to kind of jump in with Erica, even if we have to do it in the community, to talk about team members, because it will change the way you think about OneStream Live. All right, guys. Hey, this is DJ Strick, and I've had an awesome time with you today. Thank you for watching another edition of the Streamers Hub right here on OneStream Live.